One of the things I can do is I can sing. I'm not embarrassed by singing. And I'm not embarrassed by urging gently others to sing. It's a natural proclivity I got from my mom. And once you have that, you sort of are open to the Spirit. Where do you want this gift employed? The church is definitely one of them. Whenever we're in a ritual, we're bringing the faith into action. Our faith becomes active, and we make a sound together. How can I not love it? Reverence is appropriate to the sanctuary, but it also can be a kind of a damper. People don't know how to be reverent and joyous at the same time. My job is to show them that possibility. Reverent and joyous. I'm in heaven when I'm singing these songs, and I invite these people to join me. So would you ask, why the music? So I don't have to explain my opposition to abortion in political or theological terms. It's easier and more honest if I just sing. It's a requiem for the unborn. That's all you need. We have a candle lighting ceremony. It's great. The music is perfect for it. Hard to sing, but great to listen to. Here's the deal with the candles. And I had this in mind before there was a note written. I said, let's have a candle lighting ceremony. As Catholics, we call it ceremony of light. Let's do this. Let's make it something the congregation can grasp. Let's not make it for the 3 million abortions since this year, or the 1 million that happened this year. Let's do something better. Let's say in LA. Well, what about LA? Let's light candles for every abortion that took place in LA this year? No. The mind does not grasp it. One day's abortion. That day of the Requiem. That's the power of this piece. It's not the music. One death is a tragedy, a million a statistic. We've sinned on a magnificent scale. And when I first realized it, I went to Santa Monica and began banging on the door. This poor associate opens the door, and I had to tell my confession. But he was very good to me. He had me on my knees weeping, and I felt forgiven. He said, he was a young Irish guy, and he said, he was quite moved. He said, Lord, clearly this fella has been through enough. Which I thought was charming and sweet, and I felt so much better. Yes, I have been through enough. My conscience was seared. It is arrogant of me to knock on the door at this hour, but it was genuine. And I'd come to it on my own, that this was a bad thing I'd invested in. It's $135 for an abortion to get me out of a jam. Terrible, terrible idea. But embracing it is powerful. And God is like your friend on a whole new level after you've acquired this level of self-knowledge. That's the miracle, that God, so vast, should be invested so particularly in individuals. That to me is omnipotence.